identity theft, misuse of city positions, and more cases of PPP loan fraud involving city employees. These are just a few of the highlights from the City of Chicago Office of Inspector General's second quarter report for 2025. Hello, I'm Deborah Witzburg, Inspector General for the City of Chicago. This quarter, OIG received 2,551 new intakes. By the end of the quarter, we had 318 active misconduct investigations. 264 involved city employees, 26 involved elected officials, 20 involved contractors or people seeking contracts with the city, and 8 involved others. We concluded 14 investigations during this period. As we move into the second half of 2025, OIG remains committed to our mission, promoting economy, effectiveness, efficiency, and integrity in city government. The efforts reported this quarter include several sustained administrative investigations, where we found that a Department of Water Management hoisting engineer who was clocking into work was then going home on city time. We found a business compliance investigator with the Department of Business Affairs and Consumer Protection who was arrested for driving while their driver's license was suspended as the result of a DUI arrest. They tried to use their city position to avoid arrest and charges. We found a former assistant commissioner with the Department of Housing and a member of the Chicago Police Department who lied to obtain pandemic-era payroll protection program loans. We found an airport operations supervisor with the Chicago Department of Aviation who fraudulently obtained 14 identification cards from states outside of Illinois. We found a Department of Finance auditor who sold cocaine and misused city sick time to testify in federal court. We found a Department of Water Management plumber who illegally possessed a loaded firearm while on the clock and traveling between city work sites. This quarter, OIG also notified the Department of Buildings and the Department of Procurement Services about a construction company whose owners were indicted for fraud. The Department of Buildings revoked the company's mason contractor license in response to OIG's notification, and Department of Procurement Services deemed the vendor ineligible to do business with the city until the criminal case is resolved. Additionally, OIG notified the Department of Streets and Sanitation about data privacy concerns related to 311 users, and we identified and secured the return of over $5,000 in improper campaign contributions. We will continue our work paying down the deficit of legitimacy at which the city has operated for years. An illegal campaign contribution returned, a city employee fired for stealing time, another held to account for trying to use their position to get out of an arrest. This is what that effort looks like. We will keep at it until we have built a government that more closely resembles the one Chicagoans deserve.